Glock, that's a free biscuit. Petty Tupac know what's up, we know on the meal ticket.
Do everybody hate the Hoovers? Because it seems like a common thing of getting the H whacked out.
No, once again, like I said, it's the media. So what it is in the media, you're seeing a lot of neighborhoods. Neighborhood Crips, my bad, because neighborhood just means a hood. So the neighborhood Crips have a conflict with the Hoovers, and what it has is it's called, or I'm about to put you up on something. This is crazy. It's called moving, grooving, sue whooping. Moving is the gangster Crips, sue whooping is the Bloods, and grooving is the Hoovers. They all click with each other, so they know everybody hate them. Actually, everybody loves them, and they're all connected against us and all our allies, the neighborhood Crips and all our allies. So it ain't even a blood Crip thing no more. It's literally like who doesn't get along with who. You got to really know your shit. You might see a blue rag trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So these gangs are connected, and then these gangs are connected. And the reason why it seems like everybody's against the Hoovers is because Adam 22, remember Vlad only deals with who he deals with. Let's just be real, bro. Adam 22 has no connection to the LA streets at all whatsoever. His first connection to gang politics in the LA streets was Crip Mac, a nigga who come to find out was from a whole nother place. You get what I'm saying? So what it is you're seeing LA gang politics through the lens of the neighborhood Crips. Now you see what I'm saying? So when Brick Baby's explaining, he's explaining it as a fake ass neighborhood Crip that he is, some Atlanta ass nigga who just came out here a few years ago. That's what you're hearing. When you're hearing Crip Mac explain it, you're hearing the explanation of, yeah, he's a real Crip, he's from LA and all that, but you know his background, Texas, this, that, and other. You're not hearing it from the uncut, raw, you know what I'm saying? So uncut raw, bro, you got Grape Street, they got so many niggas, you know what I'm saying? You got the 20s, and this, you got so many humongous, giant, 1,000+ member hoods in LA. But if you only showing the 6-0s, the 40s, and all their allies, then it makes it seem like, damn, nobody like the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying?
Do 5 Deuce Hoover Crip and Hoovers get along?
Hell yeah, they all one Hoover. It's LA, so you gotta imagine it's not like the gang shit. It's not like it's a we only trip because of gangs. We trip because we're not right out here. You get what I'm saying? So you can imagine all those hoods, they be getting into it with each other too. It ain't just like we just beat, you know what I'm saying? Like the same extra out, yeah, I'm this, from that. They act like that with each other as well. So you know what I mean? Niggas get into it with each other all the time. So there's internal Hoover beefs as far as like on a personal internal level, but politically, nah, all of them is together. Hell yeah. But I will tell you this though, for those that want to know, because you did point out 5 Deuce, so I know you on your investigation. The 5 Deuce Hoovers push Gangsta Crip and the rest of them don't. The reason that is because they were originally a Crip set, and then certain blocks and shit starts dropping their blue rag. The 5 Deuces never did. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen somewhere where they said that they dropped the Crip because all they do is kill Crip, so it didn't make sense to keep pushing Crip.
No, that ain't what happened. What happened was in the 90s, the 7-4, the BeyFoes, and the A-Trade Hoovers and them, they got into it with Crips in jail. And they got emotional, nigga, and brought that shit to the streets. On my mama, do your homework. They got emotional and brought they jail shit to the streets. And I can prove it to you. Bro, back then, the Crip thing and all that was so serious. If they would have declared on the streets, we no longer Crips, everybody would have drove over there and started killing them. So what it was it was individuals that was, you know what I mean, bringing that jail politics to the streets. And it just slowly, like when I was growing up, this is why I can speak on it. When I was growing up, they were still pushing Crip. So I watched the transition. You know what I'm saying? I watched them put criminal on the wall, and they were still putting the 1 in the C, because that's how we pushed the Crip. Like they were still putting the 1 in the C, but they was writing criminal. You know what I'm saying? And it was changing. You know what I mean? They was pushing CK and BK and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I watched them transition. It wasn't that, oh, we just killed Crips. They was beefing with Bloods, bro. Let me tell you who their worst enemy is for real, them DenverLane Bloods. They be tearing their ass apart to shreds. It ain't us. They can front like it's us. And I ain't no nigga just talking. I ain't just talking gang stuff. My brother used to pimp on 104th and Figueroa. I used to basically live over there. I lived on 103rd and Broadway. I didn't live in their hood, in around them in the Denver lanes. You know what I mean? The more popular ones are the 50s, and the 5'9", the 5 Deuce, because once again, TV, media, the 6-0s, and us, the popularity. But the real Hoovers, the stories you hearing about, Them homosexual niggas, them dudes that's doing all the raping, them dudes that's pimping all day. That's down past Slauson and Gage and Manchester and going down towards Century. I didn't live down there, bro. And them who was down there, they super grimy, and ain't too many neighborhoods around them. Maybe some 9-0s or something like that. They're mainly beefing with them DenverLane Bloods, and them Bloods is on their ass all day. So what happened was, after being into it with the Bloods so hard, so tough for so long, and they start getting into it with the 6-0s, and then us. I'm gonna be real. We are the reason they push like that, not the 6-0s, the 40s. There used to be a 4 Trey Hoover. If I'm lying, I'm dying. See, I said used to be. There used to be a 4 Trey Hoover. There is no longer. We're probably the only, no, ain't no probably. We're the only hood that actually eliminated one of their blocks. All the other niggas that's out, that's just artwork. Ooh, we gotta whack it out. It looks cute. Ooh, we actually whacked out one of these streets. There used to be a 4 Trey Hoover. There is no longer. If you go to 43rd and Hoover, it's the neighborhood 40 Crips now. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen like a Blood hood flip the Crip or a Crip hood flip the Blood, or like a H? Well, I don't know about H. Well, yeah, A Trey flip to a whole 60s hood. Have you ever seen something like that?
The whole hood or like an individual?
Oh no, we know individuals do it. I'm talking about the whole hood, just flip.
I've heard stories back like when Crip and Blood was first formulating and stuff like that. So people were choosing their different sides. The 9-0s used to be Hoovers. But the difference is, though, the reason why I don't like bringing that type of stuff up is it makes it seem like they were not loyal or they flipped. And the thing is, Hoover didn't mean what it meant now back then. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So a lot of those old school flips wasn't the same thing. In the newer age, a Trouble Gangster Crip, they under the Hoovers. They used to be in our hood at Lamert Park. I watched them kind of transform from like homies to Hoovers. Crip and Blood, and I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be real. It got to the point now where the gangs are like historical. So even when you like start something new, you still try to kind of attach yourself to the ones that's established already because it's a history go to them now. You know what I mean? I haven't seen that too much. No, I've seen a couple hoods develop like By Yourself Hustler, and they turned Hustler Gangster, or the schoolyards. I know when I was coming up, the schoolyards was Deuces. And then for a minute they was like with the West LA trade, but that's all just affiliation. I haven't seen full flip. Huh?
Where the Kitchen Crips at?
On the east side. I'm not too far from them right now. They on the east side of South Central, near like the Swans and the East Coasts, in the Avalons, in the Broadways. It's basically like this. LA is divided by, you can go off the street signs, you can go off the freeway. There's a freeway, the 110 freeway, that goes right smack down the middle of South Central Los Angeles. And that's where we divide the west side from the east side.
How do you get a name like the Kitchen Crips or Schoolyard? Well, I can see Schoolyard, but Kitchen Crip I just don't get.
I have no idea. I heard they used to be called Food Stamp Crip or some shit like that.
Y'all got some hella nicknames too. Tiny Hardhead, Baby Knuckles. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's just dealing with your position. That's ranking. Big, little, baby, tiny. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wow,
yeah, so he's Tiny Hardhead because he's the fourth one. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you.
You ever seen that movie Next Friday?
Yeah.
Remember Big Joker, Little Joker, and Baby Joker? Yeah, that's how we do it out here. That's literally how it's done out here.
Nah, let's just say I'm out here. I'm from Michigan. I've been in Cali, but I've been cripping 10, 15 years. I've maybe been 40s. And I want to come out here and start my own set called 40s Hustlers. Do I need permission, or can I just do it on my own? And what do you think about that?
You said if you're in Michigan and you want to start something?
I want to start a crip set called Baby 40s.
Oh, Baby 40s.
Yeah, or Detroit 40s. Crip set. Would you have a problem with that?
Hell yeah, because you got to look at it like this. The fact that you even put Baby or Detroit on the front, you're insinuating that you're this new version of the other 40s. Okay, I'll give you an example of what I mean. In San Diego, there's some neighborhood rolling 40 Crips. And a lot of people argue about, did we start them? Did they start them? And what they don't understand is, in the beginning, whoever the Crip was that went down there, he meant it literally. They're literally in the number 40. They literally have a park in their hood called the neighborhood park. You get what I'm saying? So they were pushing that literally. Now, at this day and age, you know, 50, 60 years later, with all this reputation, everything going on, to create something and say baby 40s or Detroit 40s, you're insinuating that. But I haven't seen that, though. I've been in Detroit plenty of times. I've never seen them put Detroit whoop-de-whoop or baby whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? They usually just outright push the shit.
Well, I mean, or let's just say I outright push it, and I don't insinuate no hood. I just start Petty Tupac, Gangster Crip.
This is the thing. Everything is real at that point. So it's not even about what I think about it. It's about, okay, you pay Tupac, Gangster Crip, and you kind of get what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point, even you're going to want to make that real. You're going to want to connect with other Crips or beef with Bloods or whatever you figure out in your brain to make it what it should be. You dig what I'm saying? So, okay, your question is, would I have a problem? Yeah. Here's the thing. It's not about if I would have a problem. It's about if the gangster Crips would have a problem. Now, you see what I'm saying? Each one of them words you're using represent a group of people that have dead people that got murdered for being that, and that they kill people for being that. So if the gangster Crips get in contact with you, like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I could say this though. As far as the procedure and how it goes, right? What I've seen is that when people create these, they're called chapters. It's not nothing new. You know, companies have chapters. Mason groups have chapters. Even schools and teams have chapters. You know what I'm saying? So when you start a chapter in any organization, it's obviously coming from a umbrella. When you're not part of the official umbrella, you're considered what's called clandestine. I'm not saying that's what the gangs say. I know in like the Mason world and all that, they call them clandestine lodges. So they exist. There's hoods that's not connected to the rest of them. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think nobody will care unless it becomes something we should care about.